Hey y'all, today we're gonna talk about lurkers. That is a topic that has been on my TikTok feed constantly. It is so consistent. It is like one of those foundational topics on TikTok. I was definitely that kind of person who was like, yeah, why do I have so many lurkers on Instagram? Why are people just watching my content and not engaging with it? People that I know in real life. Why are they doing this? It makes me feel icky. I feel uncomfortable. And I've always felt like that until a couple days ago when I was really thinking about that feeling of discomfort. And it's like, why am I letting these random people or these people that I know but like don't talk to that much? Why am I letting these nameless faces? Why am I letting people who don't have that much space in my head and my heart? Why am I letting them make me feel uncomfortable? I really took a step back because it's like, why are we letting these people make us feel so uncomfortable to the point where we don't want to post on a certain app? And I get it, there are also other issues for why people don't want to post on Instagram, but we're gonna focus on the lurking and the lurkers part, but just in general. And it's like, why are we allowing people to have that kind of power over us? It doesn't make sense when you think about it logically. It's people you knew in your past who don't talk to you, one, or it's people like you met outside at a bar or at an event who you exchange Instagram information with, and you don't really talk to them daily. It's those kind of people who aren't close to you, people who shouldn't have any emotional power or emotional control over you, you know what I mean? Whatever it is that you're using your social media for, you can't allow the thought of lurkers prevent you from posting. If you're trying to reach a certain number of followers, you're trying to really promote your business and scale it and get a lot of sponsorships, whatever, you are going to have lurkers regardless. You're gonna have people watching and not engaging. That is a fact that you just have to become comfortable with. You have to understand that these are not the people you are creating your content for, okay? The lurkers are just lurkers. They're not your like they follow you, but they're not like your audience. They're not your community that you're building. And we can't focus on these few lurkers when we have all these other people supporting us, because it just adds needless anxiety and needless worry and discomfort. And it also prevents you from actually achieving different milestones on the platform or whatever you're doing, because you're not posting, because you are uncomfortable that people are watching and not engaging. That's what I have to tell myself. If you're not like trying to scale your followers, if you're not trying to get more followers, you're not trying to promote your business on social media, then be private, which is such an awesome thing. Like, no one has to see what you're posting, and you also get to choose who gets to see your postings. Remember, like Finstas? And also you can remove people from your follower list. I just really was like thinking, why am I so worried about random people and people that I knew in high school and people that I randomly met? Why am I so concerned with the fact that they're just watching my content and not engaging? Of course it like annoyed me, especially if I know them in real life. I'm like, okay, you saw this and you're not giving me a like, wow. But you also cannot rely on just your friends and family supporting your stuff, supporting your goals, unfortunately. You can't, because that is not your audience. Not all family members and not all friends will understand what you're doing or will want to support your content, which is another video for another day. You can't rely on those people because they're not the people who are gonna be your community. Your community is everyone else that you're trying to reach. And you know, it's a very similar situation to real life. If you're so concerned with random people that you knew or random people who are following you not engaging with your content, how are you gonna walk around in life? Because there are always going to be random people who you know not saying hi to you, or there will always be random people on the street. So do we expect all these people to like wave at us and say hi? Not everybody is required to like and give us a comment on our content. Of course, it's very irritating, and like, I'm not trying to invalidate that because I be feeling irritated. If you are someone who is really trying to build something online, look, you're going to have lurkers. Like, look at celebrities, look at entrepreneurs, look at people who you look up to, who have like a big following, whatever it is. They have tons of lurkers. Are they worried about the lurkers? Probably not. Maybe they're worried more about like their next brand deal, maybe the little troll every now and then, but it really just comes with the territory. And once you're able to relinquish that emotional response to people not engaging with your content, that's when you can really be a content creator. Oh my God. I feel like this is now a pep talk, y'all. But this is when you can really shine and show who you are. That's really when you can create the community that you are looking for, the community that is looking for you. When you relinquish the fear and the discomfort, you have to let it go. It's hard. I know. Girl, it's hard. Look, I'm doing this right now. It's hard, but it's worth it. Okay. Like all the comments that you guys leave on my videos, like I read every single one of them and I feel it right here in my heart. Obviously the good ones, the bad ones, I don't feel that anywhere. You have to let the discomfort go. You have to not care about what people think. It really does go back to that. The whole like, oh, I don't want people lurking on my content. It goes back to really caring about what people think. Of course, like as a content creator, like especially if you're doing this professionally, you kind of in some ways do have to care what people are thinking, but not to the extent that it's crippling and you don't want to post at all. But yeah, this is a really short one because I just had to get it off my chest. But you don't need to care about the lurkers. They don't care about you. Sadly enough, they don't care about you. So why should you care about the fact that they didn't like your video? And I understand, especially as a smaller creator, it's a numbers game. You like want to get all the likes you can get. You want to get all the comments you can get, all the engagement you can get. But when you're so focused on numbers, that's when you allow all this discomfort and negative feelings and thoughts overwhelm you because you're so worried that these people aren't engaging with your content when there's other people who are engaging with your content and other people who would engage with your content once they're able to find it through the algorithm. That's my little pep talk for the small creators. I think I'm gonna do these like every now and then. We all need a coach in the background rooting for us and telling us chill out when we need to chill out, amping us up when we need to be amped up. So that's all I have for today, and I will see you guys in my next one.